Hi everyone. For some reason I'm kind of just back to Bugsnax all of a sudden. Yeah, this happens a lot. But basically I was looking through some of my older videos from a couple months ago, and I saw a series I started like 8 months ago or something where I was showing how to catch all the Bugsnax in Bugsnax. And I did the first 3 areas. Flavor Falls, Garden Grove, and Simmering Springs, so the 4th one and the next one will be Boiling Bay. But for some reason I never finished that. I think I forgot about it, but I figured I'd start it again, and hopefully I can actually finish it this time. Even if I don't, at least I'll get somewhere. So, whatever it may be, for now, it's time for Boiling Bay, the 4th area. And I'm going to show the 13 Bugsnax to get in Boiling Bay. So, there is a boss in here. It's the Mega Maki, but I am not going to show the boss, because if I hopefully am actually able to finish this series, the last video, or second to last, depending on if I make a video on the Cappuccino, I'll show the 5 legendary Bugsnax, which are the bosses. So I'm not gonna include that here because I'm doing a separate one on the bosses. So let's get into the 13 of them here. You can see if I go to its grid, there's 15, but that's because one of them is the boss and one of them is the boss's minions. So here's the other 13. So I'm just gonna start off with saying, don't forget about the snack pod. And of course, there's 5 locations for the snack pods, just like everywhere else. This is one of them. Right over here. I don't know all of the locations, but I'll point out the couple that I do know. So here's one of the spots right there. So that's just going to count as number 1. Number 2, we have the golden Queeble over here. It's the exact same as a regular Queeble, and thankfully it is very, very easy. It's probably the easiest thing in this area, which is good. Kind of like having a little break from the complex stuff like the other things. So if you go near it, you'll scare it, and it'll go into the bush. You're just going to put your snack trap down right there and run away so it doesn't see you, and let it come out of the bush into the trap and then catch it. Very, very, very easy, and you have yourself a golden Queeble. Number 3 is the red Banopper. It jumps between these trees. There's another one over there, but I think this one's easier. I don't know, I don't really know any good spots for it other than one, and I don't know if anyone's ever done this before, but I find this to be the easiest way. You can actually launch yourself up here, and there's an invisible wall here, but there's a little space over here that you can stand on. So I come over here, put the trip shot here, and aim it as far up as I can on this pole, wait for him to go across, put it there, and then when he jumps across again, or the next time he jumps to this one, from here to there, he'll hit it. If he actually does that. It's kind of, I know it has something to do with where you're standing, changes where he goes. So there you go. If he jumps over here now, no, he's just not following the rules. Every time I was testing this video, he was jumping just the right way I wanted him to, but not at all this time. So that's sad. Maybe come down here or something. There you go, and he'll drop down, get knocked out. You can pick him up. There's your red Banopper, number 3. Number 4 is probably the second easiest, which is the La Sodé. There's 2 of them in here, but it's just another Sodi. And if you don't remember, with the Sodi, it literally doesn't care about anything at all, including traps. So if you scan it, literally just put a trap down somewhere right next to it and catch it, because it doesn't care. There's your La Sodé. It's over here. There's a second one over there. Also, don't worry about these mini Makis over here, because if you haven't beaten the boss, they won't be here, but I'm not going to show them because they're part of the boss, so I'm not going to show those yet. So, next up we have number 5, which is the green Crapple. And there's the green Crapple. So what you're going to do is you're just simply going to go over to its nest here, and to the entrance, put a trap there, and go behind it. Don't scare it from this way or it'll go in that bush. So you need to come over here and scare it so it goes over there, and then catch it before it goes into the nest. And there is your green crapple, number 5. Number 6 and 7 are over here. This guy right here, the Pale Toss Grande, is number 7, but number 6 is something that you need him for. So here's what it is. So this Pale Toss Grande, if you get his attention, and he's frozen, so if you come over here, light yourself on fire with the lava and bump into him, he will get put out. And he has this little bomb timer, and you're gonna need to just wait for that bomb timer without letting him bump into you. And once that bomb timer is up, he will blow up into these 2 guys, which are regular Pale Tosses, and you can just pick them up right away. And if you leave them out for too long, they go back to being frozen. So that's number 6, the Pale Toss. But if you want to get the big guy himself, which is going to be number 7, you'll have to sleep until the next day for him to reappear. So there he is. So I would suggest waiting. Let me retrieve my launch pad. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and let him go to the other side. So I think a good thing to do is to let him get to a spot as close as you can get without him noticing you're over here, and get your trip shot over here and set it up like this. You might need to adjust it to make it work. There you go. Once it's good, retract it. Make sure you retract it. Get his attention and do the same fire thing as before. Except instead of this time, what you're going to do is you're going to actually come over here and hit this and have him hit the thing. And then you can pick him up, and that's how you get the Pale Toss Grande. Because if you waited, instead of hitting him while he's on the bomb timer, that's how you get him. And if you wait for the bomb timer, he blows up into the 2 mini guys, which you catch by just clicking on them. So that's 6 and 7. 8 is going to be the Sherby, which is over here. So if you see that little lump over there in the sand that sometimes comes out and he looks like that. Yeah, so what you're going to want to do is just come over here, sit by the lava. I'm sure there's multiple ways to do it, but I'm just going to watch him until he comes over here. Alright, so he's just about approaching. So when he's near you, you're going to wait for him to come up. And there you go. And then chase him on fire, and if you can hit him, there you go, like that. And you can pick him up to get the Sherby. That's number 8. Another way is if he ends up going into the water and you can't hit him, that's fine, because then he won't be frozen anymore, but he won't be on fire either. So then he'll just walk around for a little bit until he just sticks himself in the ground again, but he can't burrow because he's not frozen, and then you can pick him up. So that's number 8. Next up, we have 9 and 10 are going to be in here. You have this little cave entrance over here where you have 9 and 10. You have the noodlers in the lava and the flamin' sheepoofs up here, as well as a Pale Toss Grande over there, which is important for both of them because they're on fire and the Pale Toss is frozen. And if a frozen Bugsnax collides with one on fire, or the other way around, if one on fire and one that's frozen hit each other, they will both become extinguished. The fire goes out and the ice melts. So we need to do that. So the noodler is easy here, but the noodler is actually really annoying when you're trying to get the flamin' sheepoof, so I'm going to show the noodler first. You're going to get your hot sauce ready and wait for him to come near because he likes hot sauce. So you're going to use the hot sauce to guide him out of the lava near the Pale Toss. You're going to coat the Pale Toss in hot sauce as well. Let them hit each other, and you can quickly pick up the noodler there. The Pale Toss is going to do its little bomb thing now. But if you let him get, it's kind of funny, if you let him get near the other noodler, the noodler will just literally pick him up and throw him into the lava. So I'm just gonna let him do his thing here, and I'm gonna clean this up real quick, and then I'm gonna sleep. This way I can get him back over there. Okay, so I've slept, so it should be back over here. Hopefully, yeah, both noodlers are here, and okay, he's back. So next we have the Flamin' Cheepoof, and the Flamin' Cheepoof is not that bad, but it is that bad because of the fact that noodlers exist. So one thing about noodlers is that if they see you have a trap out, like your trip shot, they're gonna come out and take it away and sometimes throw it into the lava. But we need that. We need the trip shot for the Flamin' Cheepoof. So we kind of have to get the timing right. Hopefully I can do it here. Get it right along its path. Hopefully you can hit it. Okay, hit it. So I'm going to quickly come over here. I don't think I can get it this time because I'm unlucky. But you need to get the pail toss to come over here and bump into this guy before this timer goes out. Which it did go out there. And that's bad. So it's annoying because you have to get that at the right time. But of course, also, you have to get the noodlers around somewhere, because if the noodlers are near here when you put it up, then it won't go well, because the noodlers will come and take down your trip shot. So you have to time stuff correctly, and of course this thing might happen where it goes on fire, and a whole lot of things happen. So if this does happen, just try your best to get him to come back into here. And of course, if he has a bomb timer, just go ahead and clean that up. Make sure that if he blows up before you sleep, you take care of both the regular pulley tosses. Otherwise, they will be frozen as well. So just make sure if this happens that you take care of both of them. You take out both of them before you sleep to reset and try again with the Flamin' Cheepoof. Alright. I've gone ahead and slept. Hopefully he's back. Yeah, he is. So now we just kind of have to keep trying like this until it works, because they can't be over here when you put out the trap. But see, if I put it over here, see, it's gonna be fine, right? But then, see, I'll miss this guy. So you have to hit it just right, and I got him there. But then, you see, I probably won't be able to make it because I'm just unlucky, because the pail toss is all the way over here, so he's not gonna be able to hit this in time. So it's kind of a balance there between the luck of this guy being up there and being able to hit at the right time. Alternatively, you could also throw, because these guys don't like anything, so you could throw hot sauce on the other side of the lava and have them go over there. You could do that, but of course you still need to be lucky with when to do this. Or you could try to time it right and see when he's coming, and then you can get them over there with the lava and stuff at the right time. Like, for example, this doesn't look very good, so I'm going to try putting hot sauce over there, hopefully. Yeah, it's gonna get his attention and yours a little bit, but see, I might not have enough time to still hit this guy. Yeah, no. So it's just kind of gonna be a little bit of trial and error unless you're really good at timing stuff, and eventually you'll get it, but that's pretty much the point. It looks like I have a good attempt here at doing this. Let's see. Alright, got it. Ooh, look at that, and he's right here. I might be able to do it. I just need to get him to bump into it. There you go, and then he puts it out, and you can grab it quickly before a noodler comes up and puts it on fire again. And yeah, so then just go ahead and get rid of that, and yeah, the noodler is gonna throw the pail toss into the lava, which looks kind of funny. But I'm not coming back in here, so I don't care. That's gonna be 9 and 10 for you. And then we have 11 and 12, which are out here. They're the greater and lesser Cocomite. What I would suggest, though, is if there's a pail toss here, of dealing with him first, so that you just clear out the area, because it's probably best, because he will actively try to attack the Cocomites. So if you want to just get him to do his thing, and get the bomb timer running and stuff, just you can, oh yeah, if the Sodi comes, he'll put out the fire, so just whatever, wait for him to explode, and quickly take the 2 regular mini Pale Tosses. This way you can just clean out this area. Alright, I've gone ahead and done that. So you just want to make sure that there's no Pale Toss or anything over here, but that's all that should be over here. Unless there is a Grape Skeeto over here if it's nighttime. So that's why I'd say just go to noontime and get rid of the Pale Toss, so you can do this. So next we have the Greater and Lesser Cocomite. So you see this Cocomite husk up here? If you pick this up, and you can see, so it's just a coconut looking thing. If you throw it in the lava, it'll catch on fire and then break into these 2 guys, which are Cocomites. The Sodi will put out their fire, and just go ahead and run away over here and try to scan one of them so you can see their little path over here. So make sure they both get on their path. Oh look, they knocked out the Sodi. So you have the Greater Cocomite, which is the one with 2 straws, and the Lesser Cocomite, which is the one with 1 straw. But it doesn't really make any difference at all. So they work the same way. You're just going to go ahead and, while they're over there, put your trip shot down in the same way you would have done for the Pale Toss, and then get the attention of one of them. It'll get both of their attention, and come over here and hit it. It'll knock it out, and you can pick it up. And that's how you get either the Greater or Lesser, whichever one you do first. And then all you're going to do is, for the other one, just outrun it a little bit until, there you go, it gets tired and it goes back to its normal path over there. And then while it's going back, just do the same thing. So it doesn't matter what order you do it in, but if you want to get both of them, since they're considered separate Bugsnax, the Greater and Lesser, which are like a piece of coconut that's slightly more than half and slightly less than half, I guess. So you get him here, the other one, whatever, and there you go. So these guys are pretty simple, definitely a lot easier and quicker to do than the Flamin' Sheepoof. So that's 11 and 12. And now lastly we have 13, which is the Grape Skeeto, which is only going to appear up here, up over here, and it only comes out right here. It only comes out from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep to 5 p.m. And that's not enough time for the Pale Toss to respawn, which is good. And you can see you have a Grape Skeeto here. So scan its path. It's really, really simple. Just put your trip shot up here and put it literally right there. Well, that, not right there. Not right there. Right there. And it'll dash away a little bit, and when it goes near it, sometimes it can dash away, but it'll hit it no matter what. It didn't hit it for me here, but that's fine. It'll either hit it instantly or it'll dash a little bit upward, but it'll hit it regardless. And if it just keeps dodging it and it won't run to it, then just put it somewhere else. Or just take it and reposition it. Like, take it back, cycle through your inventory or something, do whatever, and then put it back. So, yeah, I would suggest from the tree up to not this first platform, but the second one. And I would suggest actually coming up here first, because it doesn't matter if you scare it, because it'll go back in its path anyway and go to up there on the edge. This way it'll go by. Anyways, that will do it. That is all 13 non-boss and mini-boss Bugsnax in the Boiling Bay. So that's it for this episode. Remember that if I do finish the series, the bosses will all be in one video at the end. And, oh look, the Sherby is back. So yeah, that'll be it for now. So I will see you, everyone, I'll see you in the next video, which hopefully, if I actually keep going, will be Scorched Gorge, I think, is the next one. Yeah. So, Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in Scorched Gorge. Hopefully.